Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe. Let the happiness take you in.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's right. Good morning. Welcome to the show with the flow. We're on Twitch and YouTube right now, going crazy. People on the Twitch side say hello to KJ Cowboy Dan. He is the leader of the Twitch side, saying hello. What's up?
I don't lead nothing except for chaos.
Chaos. That's right. And hey, everybody on YouTube side, if you're a member of the channel, use those emojis. Just go crazy with it. Crazy.
And if you're on the Twitch side, if you would like to see some in the shell emojis, come over to my Twitch side for when you're watching on the in the shell side. Let me know, and as soon as we get some more emojis unlocked by people subscribing, we will. If Superfast wants, we will add an in the shell emoji specifically for the morning show on the Twitch side.
Ooh, spicy.
That's if people start subscribing though, you have to subscribe to get that to happen.
Oh yeah. First thing I want to mention is, I don't know if you noticed, anybody who watches the Commander streams when we play Commander on my side of the world, there is an advertisement slot. If you look at it, it's a very square dimensional advertising slot that transfers through. If you want to be part of that, reach out to me on Discord to advertise your channel. Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to grow the channel and grow others with me, you know?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. So we got crazy. We got a week ahead of us. I had a weekend behind me. Holy cow. We had a power wash the house. We had to trim a tree. We had to paint a porch. We still got to finish painting the porch, but we all had to do it in the heat, the exhausting heat. Luckily, my jobs were always in the shade. I don't know. I got lucky with that portion, but oof. We got to finish the porch next week, required by the park we live in. But man, it was a exhausting weekend. Like yesterday, I could barely do anything, and the wife had to go to work, barely having the ability to do anything. But she did her job well. You know, she managed like she manages. That was the manager joke for those who didn't know. But she did good. She came home. She got rested. Now she's up drinking some coffee, doing something, chilling out, hanging out with us.
Cool.
Yes, and a slight change in the future. Is we're probably gonna have to wait a little bit longer to do the giveaway on the cups and the hats. Because first of all, I'm trying to find a great deal on hats. Those are expensive to make. They're like $30 a hat. Like unless you go to some specific people, it's like $15-20 a hat. But I wanted to be specific. Then some websites for hats want you to get certain amounts, like 30 hats, and that's like $200. And my budget's like $100.
You're doing it the same way you did it with the cups, right? You're pre-ordering them and then you'll be shipping them out yourself.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. But also, I want to find the best deal I can, and the hats will be a membership giveaway specifically because I only can get a limited amount of them, and they're going to have the membership design on the hat.
Cool.
Yeah, so
I'd wear one of those hats for you on the stream.
right, and so I'm trying to find out what I'm going to do. I'm definitely looking into Etsy, but Etsy doesn't have the exact kind of hats I want. But it might be the way I have to go because I can get 4 hats for $100, and that's 1 for me and 3 to give out.
When I used to get product when I got product for my live sales at bars and clubs, what we did was we used a trophy shop because trophy shops also have access to print as well for different types of print, and you could always probably look into a trophy shop.
Ooh.
Because trophy shops sometimes have access to that.
Nice.
I heard you got you a new channel member, Tortoise.
What?
Yes, I heard you got you a new channel member last couple of days.
Oh, did I? I must have missed it. Ooh, I'll have to look back. Are you talking about something you did, or are you talking about?
I'm innocent this time.
All right.
I'm innocent this time.
All right. Let me check because if it's during the weekend, there's a good chance I didn't see it. Because I was busy. But
yeah, you was.
Let's see. See you. Go here. Christopher Chua. Ooh, nice.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a different Christopher, and I'm like, what?
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves, right? Superman. I'm like, hold on. At first, I thought you were going to say Christopher Chan, and I'm like, wait, the creator of Sonichu? Yes.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you.
No, that's incredible.
Yeah,
dude, you have, your community's been growing. It's nice to see that people in the community are growing. I know that Hillbilly's been growing lately. His gaming streams, I popped in a couple of times not too long ago, and I've noticed that there are more people in Lurk than there normally has been. So that's a good thing for Hillbilly as well. He's been getting a little bit more.
Nice.
And then I had Genesis Nightmare showing me a lot of love over the week.
I see what you did to the cup, Hillbilly. That was awesome.
What's that? Oh,
you put the sticker on the cup so the logo's bigger.
Yep.
That's awesome. I appreciate that.
I've done that a couple of days ago. You just now noticed.
Oh yeah. Well, trust me. It's been quite the weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it like one day last week or two.
Nice.
It's been a week or two since I've done that.
Nice. All right. Well, look how studious I am. All right, but not to be astute and to get to more succinct. Let's say hello to chat. We got Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf.
That's right, Lone Wolf. Welcome to the show. We got the crazy, the outstanding Michael Superbacker.
Michael Superbacker.
And I thought it was awesome that he jumped to your stream the other day.
Oh, he also gave us a little update on the air umbrella. He's designing a 2.0 of the air umbrella.
Nice.
Yeah, he gave us that little update. It was great. I enjoyed reading that in chat. It kind of actually made my day because I'll tell you what, if it ever comes down to doing like a test, I'll be that guy to test the air umbrella.
Nice.
Yep.
One of the funniest things he did, he does YouTube content every once in a while. And one time YouTube's like, if you don't make a video of any kind, you're going to lose something. So he did a premiere of a short. Made us wait 3 minutes. 3 whole minutes just to point at a tree and say, that's a tree. And that was the whole short. That was hilarious. I get a laugh out of that. And thinking of fun things going on, we got Metamonk traversing through the multiverse. He's decided to stop here to quander life's questions. Whoa. We got Sonic Scoob. Sonic Chew Scoob. What's up?
Sonic Chew Scoob or Scuba Chew.
Scuba Chew. Scuba Chew. Where are you? I need a lightning bolt now.
So a little people don't know, but Two Heads One Mic's gonna be making a comeback. We're gonna, and the new co-host of that will be Sonic Chew Scoob.
Nice.
Scuba Chew.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We're looking at starting possibly mid-August. So
right. Mrs. Hillbilly, hello. Hi. And that's awesome. Two heads, one mic. Yeah. That's gonna be awesome to see that make a return. And Mrs. Hillbilly, Michael Superbacker, we're making fun of Tom Scott. Love that guy. Sorry, everything just kind of blew up at the second. All right. Mrs. Hillbilly, I during the pre-show, I didn't see you come in and beat the living crap out of Hillbilly like you're normally supposed to do. Like he's supposed to be bruised, beaten, you know. Did you use the soap trick where you put a soap in a sock doesn't leave bruises? Is that what you're doing nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I heard that Mrs. Hillbilly has started learning Jedi skills, and she's able to do it from afar now.
Oh, like the force chokehold?
Yeah, you know, so she could do it off stage now. She just
That's funny. That's funny. I was making fun of Tom Scott. Love that guy. Nice. He says British humor. Yee. Woo woo. But yeah, so crazy. So we're here to talk about MagicCon. Pro Tour was fire.
Yeah.
All right. It says, I love your short, FT, how I am Richie's long lost brother. That's right. So MagicCon was fire. Now, I wish I could have gone to MagicCon myself to experience the whole thing. And maybe one year in the future, we'll do something like that. The wife and I have teased about going to MagicCon Chicago one year, but we don't know when. We'd have to plan out, and definitely not this year because we got a vacation with the family coming up this August, which will be taking a week off for maybe a little bit longer. I don't know how long the vacation will be. But yeah, Backwoods Collector planting the tree so you don't have to. But MagicCon happened, and oh my lord, we got lots of stuff to talk about, right? First of all, let's get into the nitty-gritty details, right, of Pro Tour. Mono Red kicked butt. It kicked a lot of butt. It came in, it was all out of bubblegum and kicked butt.
Well, the top 8 was, I think it was like 4 and 4. I think it was like 4 mono reds and IZZET. There was no other, I guess you call them colors up in those top 8. It was either mono red or IZZET, and that was it.
Right, mono red or IZZET. And look, just because the meta shows that those are the strongest deck in the running doesn't mean things won't get banned. There's going to be a ban restriction announcement coming up in the near future. We'll see if that happens. I mean, the red ley line from Dustmourn's already banned, which is sad. Yeah, but
that'll be on the 30th. They done announced when they're going to do the bans. It's going to be on the 30th of this month. Which that's just right around the corner because today is the 24th.
So just around the corner. Yeah, the 24th of June. You know, that's just exactly 2 months away from my birthday.
Oh.
So what are we doing? Do we have that planned yet?
Birthday, I'll be gone during my birthday week because, like, believe it or not, me and my son's girlfriend share the same birthday.
Wow.
The same day, right? And we're going to be in the Wisconsin area just on vacation. So
make sure you eat some cheese. Enjoy.
Eat some cheese, yeah. Question for the 3 speakers. Have you either ever played mono red deck before? Not standard lately, like back up. Lorwyn, when Lorwyn was standard, like original Lorwyn was standard. I played mono deck burn. It was an elemental deck that cared about casting instants and sorceries and sacrificing creatures to do lots of big things. Because there was this like 10 powered 2 toughness creature that you play Soul's Fire on. Soul's Fire sacrifice a creature and deal damage equal to its power to target player's face. And so I'd do some like 10 damage and play that and sack it and deal the rest of the damage to my opponent. That was a big day. It was an Incandescent Soulstoke, I believe the name of the card was part of it, where you get to cheat big creatures into play for a turn. He gave you ability to tap 3 mana, put an elemental card from your hand onto the battlefield with haste. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Chaz Green, what's up?
What's up, Chaz?
Hey,
Well, what makes
Chaz.
I have played mono red in standard on Arena, and what makes it so special is you can win turn 4.
Yeah,
and that's that's what happened at the Pro Tour. Also, is they won on turn 4. It wasn't much of a game.
Yep, that was a pretty aggressive deck aggro.
Yeah,
it did what it did. It competed. It did good. It was like without the World of Bannings, it was the best deck, right? It was the best deck, and there's probably another deck out there to beat it, but you just got to be able to play counter spells and counter spells and counter spells,
right?
Or other ways to do it, you know.
Yep.
But Pro Tour showed how powerful mono red was, and we got a clear winner. The winner of the Pro Tour, hold on, was Ken Yukuhiro. I don't know how to say that. Sorry if I just butchered that name. Ken Yukuhiro, Yukuhiro.
Yukuhiro.
Yukuhiro. And he won. He won the Pro Tour. He looks happy. Like in this picture, he is happy, and he's running. This is like adding to his resume of wins, so you can get that job as a professional Magic player at Wizards of the Coast. I don't know if that actually works, but yeah.
Hey, you know what? That'd be just a good thing to have on your gaming title. You know, you won a big old tournament, like particular Pro Tour tournament. You know, just being able to have that on your gaming resume is just incredible.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was nuts. Because like we mentioned that you should get a job at should get a job at HASBO or Wizards of the Coast. They used to have a Pro Tour league that if you made it to the top league, they'd actually pay you to attend events.
Mm-hmm.
See, I would like to be able to be paid to attend cons, any kind of con. Heck, I volunteered at Anime Expo. I think it was '96, and it was insane. Just being able to attend one of these cons and not have to pay to be there. But imagine being paid to be at one of these cons that a lot of you guys would just give your big toe for.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome. You got Trey on Twitch side. Trey, hello.
Hey, would that be the Muujin Fool?
Muujin Fool, the member berries, which is his logo, which is funny.
I mean, the Pro Tour was interesting to watch, but this just all mono red, all IZZET. That was boring to me.
Well, because it's boring from the viewer standpoint. Now imagine being in the game itself.
Yeah. I mean, it was all the same decks, and whoever pulled for the red decks, mono red decks, it's whoever got their turn 4 win out first.
See, the one thing about playing same decks is what I've noticed is watching you guys play. When I watch you guys play and I watch other people in the Magic community, I'm not a gamer. I'm more of a collector. So I watch people play, and it's when people are using the same style decks, it's very much like seeing a very evenly compared UFC fight, right? Because those games can either go really quick or very long, depending on how well you guys know your decks. If you know
Right.
your cards well and you know your game mechanics, and Hillbilly's said this several times, and so has Super Fast. Now, when you know your deck well enough, and you know the synergy of those cards and how they work together and against the same exact cards, like say you have an identical deck, right?
Right.
It is down to how well you know those cards and how well you're able to play. And so you get two evenly spaced players who know their cards well enough. It is like watching a knockdown, drag out fight. You know, there's mono being mana being splashed everywhere. There's that color red. You're thinking, oh my god, this is tremendous. You know, but at the same time, you get somebody who doesn't know their deck as well. It's going to go real quick.
Oh yeah, but like the thing about Pro Tour is everybody's deck is listed at the Pro Tour, so they know they didn't cheat by sneaking in a card here and there. So if you're going to get someone, you can go look at their deck list before you play.
Yep.
It is a good way to improve your because if you're able to do that and you're able to like what do you got, like Moxfield and a couple other places where you can actually put a deck together and kind of compare it to your own. I believe that it's very good to be able to do that. I mean, after all, if you're a boxer, right? They record your fights and you watch your competition before you fight. You see their style, you see their gameplay, and whatever, you know, it's very smart. And I believe that a lot of these Pro Tour people, they need to do more Pro Tours, like televise them like the Pro Tour, like the World Poker Championships or something, you know. I think that it would help Hasbro, if you're listening, it would help build up a new younger generation by televising some of these events more often, or even
they tried a long time ago. They did it on MTV, they did it on ESPN a long time ago, and guess what? On MTV there were cheaters, and then ESPN didn't get gather quite the following, but they do televise on YouTube the Pro Tours. I just wish they would do the full circuit, you know, so you can watch someone's gameplay, someone advance into that more often. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do it because they do it somewhere. Because like on Twitch, they used to be on YouTube and Twitch. They went to fully Twitch. Now they came back to YouTube for the Pro Tours.
Yep. It would be awesome if they did allow us to follow them to the main events. I think that would be awesome. I think it would be great for the game in itself.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. That's how they do the World Poker Tour. You know, I mean, they start off at like small little things, and they go, okay, these are the people that we're watching, but you got to keep your eye out for this table right over here, and then eventually you get down to the actual World Poker Tour, the big event, you know, and you're watching these people play their game that they love, just like you guys in the Magic the Gathering community. You're playing these games in small little LGSs and whatnot, hoping to get to a point where, hey, you know what, the best person out of this our LGS is going to pay for you to go to this tournament, and we'll pay for your whatever, you know, because there are some LGSs that want their LGS represented by their players when they go to events like Magic Con, Pro Tour, or other TCG events. Like there are tournaments for the Yu-Gi-Oh people. There are tournaments for the One Piece people. There are a lot of tournaments, especially sponsored tournaments for the Pokemon people. You know, so I think that this should be a bigger thing. The whole doing these Pro Tour events the way that you're talking about. There should be more of them.
There should be. They used to follow the circuit. That's what I wish they would do. Really quick, Michael Superback says, I wonder if pro players tweak their deck slightly when playing different opponents. Different deck, or is that not a thing? So when you go to the Pro Tour and you list your deck, that's the deck you're playing with, but they do have sideboards that after game one of any turn, they can sideboard for the deck. They can't sideboard their deck till after game 1, and after the match, they have to reset the deck to the deck list.
Right.
And it says, do you as a player focus just on your deck, or do you have a change because of your opponent's deck? Well, see, that's the thing. They try to learn the meta, and they have to guess the meta of what the Pro Tour is going to look like, and they got to adjust for that with their sideboard. So they got to try to figure all that out before they even enter the deck list to the event.
For the non-players, can you explain that in English?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
All right, so when you go to Pro Tour, you have to submit your deck, right? Your deck is listed so they know if you're cheating or anything, right?
Right.
Because like they want to know every card in your deck. This is for the judges. This is for everybody there. Now, people play test against their meta. And their meta is usually their local town, or they play on Arena. They build their decks on Arena and they play to get more of a bigger meta. And they play to see the top tier decks more often. And they see how they test some functions, see how well the deck runs on MTG Arena, or they do it on
MTGO.
MTGO. They play Moxfield decks on Spell Table. They play everywhere as much as possible to see how well their decks do against the world. Once it got fine-tuned, they make a sideboard that says this card's for this particular deck, like a blue-white deck or something. They sideboard against decks they know their deck can't handle or have a rougher time with. So they have to figure all that information out before they go to the Pro Tour, because they can only guess what's going to be at the Pro Tour until the deck lists are submitted. And they can't make changes once the deck list is submitted.
And plus they also had to put in consideration on how to beat their own deck.
Right.
In case they were running up against a mirror match like this Pro Tour was.
Right, exactly. So going to Pro Tour, your deck's finalized as soon as that deck list is submitted.
Yep.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Sometimes, it's hard being a guy who just collects stuff and talking about some of the games. I watch people play all the time. Between you guys, I'll pop into Super Fast Show and just sit there and lurk, going, "Okay, what's going on here? Okay,
Yep.
I see that." When I do sit and get a chance to pop into Hillbilly's channel and watch him play on Arena, one of the things I like that Hillbilly does is typically after the game he'll explain some of the moves he made. You don't really have time on a timed game with Arena to really explain what you're doing, and so Hillbilly gets a chance to at the end he sometimes tells you what he did and why he did it. And a lot of players who are streaming don't do that, and so when you're in a position like I am, where you just collect things and have knowledge about the collectible aspect of things, you don't learn the game like other people do. So that's why I asked.
All right, you're good. DeLawson says hello, DeLawson. Welcome,
Lawson.
That's right. Yeah, you guys rock. You guys rule. But yeah, so Pro Tour, definitely going to show some problematic cards here, because when they're too powerful, I don't think, honestly, watching the decks, I don't think the cards in the decks are too powerful. I just think the secrecy and the synergy is just really high.
Yep.
Right? When you get two apples, it's better than one apple. And when you have two apples, you can make applesauce, and that's kind of how it works. And that's a weird analogy, but with a mono red deck, I've looked at the deck list. None of the decks look busted, the cards individually, but when you put them all together, playing prowess, basically, it's so good because it makes every interaction you do that much vital and important to the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah. Whew. Now, thinking of other things, we got into some spoilers. First of all, we got announced that now we're going to Lorwyn next year. Lorwyn is coming. Lorwyn, the Eclipse. And so if anybody doesn't know, the original Lorwyn block was based off different times of day. You had daytime, eventide, and morning time. That's why you have eventide and morning tide in Lorwyn. They were based on different types of days. Showcase different types of creatures that roamed in those times of nights. Now we're going to see what Lorwyn looks like during an eclipse. That's gonna be interesting. It's daytime and nighttime come together basically. But now, not only are we going to Lorwyn, we're going to go into
Strixhaven.
Strixhaven. Yeah, Strixhaven. The Secrets of Strixhaven. What is it called? Yeah, Secrets of Strixhaven. Set announced during Magic's Gathering preview panel at MagicCon Las Vegas, which was also available to watch on YouTube. The only hint given about the set by the event host was that players will discover new secrets about the magical school in an upcoming set, and maybe we'll get a Harry Potter secret lair.
Cool.
I don't know about the Harry Potter secret lair.
Yeah.
That in there, but yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be nuts. I like Strixhaven. I think it could have done better, the original Strixhaven, but they did have a cool masterpiece collection. Well, not a masterpiece, but the what do you call the cool fancy art cards that came in the packs?
I know what you're talking about because I got some of those. I run some of those, but dang blanket, I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, they're basically masterpieces. They
Yeah.
were on a separate sheet. They're not part of the set. They had a really cool design. It was nuts, and
Sure.
I loved them. And I can't wait to see if we get that back. Get more
Yep.
cards.
Are those pretty art cards that people have been showing off lately?
Let's see. No, like this was a while back ago. Not a year or so ago.
Nah.
Let's see. There's a particular name. Let's see. Mystical Archive.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'll show you a TCG player preview of Tainted Pack. And you'll see how cool the card looks. It's one of the better things they did.
I got a Sanguine Bond Mystical Archive.
Right. So here is the Tainted Pact, and look at the border. Look how nice it looks.
No, yeah, take it back. That's Sanguine Bond's from a different set.
Yeah, your single and bond is from the fairy tale set.
Yeah. Enchanted Tales.
Yeah, Enchanted Tales from now you got me thinking about the set. What the set name is. It was the brother sister planeswalker came from that set.
Yeah, this style card has a very pretty framing on the text and everything. There are some cards that they've showed over the last year that I've seen that I'm not a big fan of the framing on the text and everything, but I like the way they do this. I know a lot of people are a big fan of the borderless, but I know like a lot of the borderless, from what I've seen, they don't make it easy readable on the text sometimes, and I'm very traditionalist on the framing, and I like this.
Yeah, they made it look really nice. The Mystical Archive was a very pretty set. And you're right. Wizard of the Coast designs cards for people who are 13 plus, and we're just over 13 plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't said that in about a week.
Right, but it's true, right? Because we're no longer the younger crowd.
But right here, this one right here, Rarity M. I don't know what the rarities mean, but I do like the look of the cards when they're like this.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
The information on the bottom left where this is Rarity M, that means Rarity Mythic. And below it gives you two numbers. It's telling you which card it is from the amount of cards in the set. And the little paintbrush by the name tells you the artist. That's what's going on down there. So now you know.
Yep.
I knew the number one. I knew the number one already, but I didn't realize the rarity. So since I only do like minor collecting,
Yeah, that was like a newer edition around 2010 plus, like 2010 plus era. So you could do. So not only do you know where the card, so you not only can you find where the card set is, like they'll give you like a three letter set name here, and it'll tell you what set it's from, the number where it's from. like what number of the card it is, who the artist is. It's so you, however you sort your cards, it gives you a sorting ability. Plus, it tells you what the card is, so you know. Well, supposed to know. I don't remember every card from every set. Sometimes it's a guessing job.
Yeah.
You know?
As a member of the old school trading card community, I do like the fact that there's a number, you know where to put it in your collection when you're just
That's
collecting.
right. That's right.
Right. And that's what that STA is the set name. Then it also has the company name and the year print on the other side in the bottom right hand corner.
Remember, Barry says Wild Little Drain was the set was thinking of. That's right. There you go.
Just want to make sure that everybody who's over on the Twitch side, make sure you have the YouTube window open as well, so that way the primary side gets that view, please. Just please.
But yeah, so I'm excited for going back to Strixhaven.
Yeah, me too.
I hope we get some fancy cards, some fun cards. Like I hope it ain't I'm hoping the set ain't focused on showing off a school, the teachers and stuff, anything. But I'm hoping there's actually like an event that we got to worry about there.
Yep.
But right now, I want to get to Edge of Eternities, which we had some pretty cool spoilers there.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for more spoilers to see if the spoilers that we got already are any good or not. Now, I see one good card that they spoiled. That's it.
Hold on. Why did you go quiet?
Ooh, me? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the cards are, I kind of like the cards that Tortoise is getting ready to show us, and it's going to be awesome. But I'm just waiting on to see what else is that we're going to get that's going to be good to help this set to, improve it. We need an improvement. We also need to bring that mono red down, but that's just my opinion about mono red. And is it?
All right, so this is off Magic the Gathering site. Collecting Edge of Eternity is a first look. This is, Magic the Gathering site says bountiful planets filled with life unlike any other. Starships that roar across the cosmos in search of adventure, and a dying star at the center of the galaxy threatening to remake reality as we know it. This is Edge of Eternities. And there's a picture of Tezzeret. There you go. Yeah, on August 1st, Magic is going further than ever before in its first space opera set. Edge of Eternity combines Magic's beloved multiverse with a truly out-of-this-world aesthetic that we're excited to finally share with you. We got a chance to share some of the details of MagicCon Las Vegas, and now we're bringing these reveals to you at a faster than light speed. All right. Let's just scroll down. So Edge of Eternities will have 4 set symbols. We got EOE expansion symbol. I'm thinking that's the basic set symbol. Then EOC is the commander set symbol. Then you got EOS expansion, which is probably specifically special cards or collectors. And you got the SPG expansion symbol, which is the special guest cards. All right, now here it defines it. Edge of Eternities EOE. Edge of Eternities commander set code is EOC. Stellar Sight set code, EOS, might be a special card you can pull in a booster pack, but it'll probably just be more collectors. I don't know. But special guests you can find in regular collectors for sure. So there's going to be different sets to pull from the set. They're making it collectible.
Okay.
What's up?
I was talking about, you said EOS?
Yeah.
That's probably going to be, what that's making me think is it's going to be one of those, not special guests, but one of those special cards, like the card you just showed on the screen just a few minutes ago there.
Right.
I think it's going to be a card like that.
It says Edge of Eternity is legal in all formats. Edge of Eternity's Commander, Stellar Sights, and special guests are Commander Legacy and Vintage legal sets only. And individual cards are also legal or already in other formats. Edge of Eternity's play boosters contain cards from EOE, EOS, and SPG. These cards are playable in Edge of Eternities, drafts, and sealed when opened from play boosters. Website, Edge of Eternities. Card image, Edge of Eternities. MSRP, you're looking at $5.49 a booster pack. You look collector packs are $24.99, commander decks are $44.99, and bundles are $53.99.
Nice.
Ooh. Then, important dates. Edge of Eternities story audiobook comes out July 20th, July 7th. Edge of Eternities debut is July 8th. Full card image gallery will be done by the 18th. Edge of Eternities release events will be the 25th and 31st of July. Edge of Eternities Commander Box League is 25th to 31st. MTG Arena date is July 29th. Worldwide Tabletop release August 1st. Magic Academy August 1st, September 18th. Edge of Eternities 2-Headed Giant Commander Night August 1st, September 18th. Edge of Eternities Standard Showdown August 1st to the 18th. The Commander Party Roundup is August 15th to 21st. Store Campaign is August 23rd, September 14th. Commander Party Round 2, September 5th to 11th. Pro Tour Edge of Eternities Magicon Atlanta, September 26th, 28th. So this is the next Pro Tour set. We'll see how that parallels in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And prepare for liftoff and pre-order Edge of Eternities. Well, they're telling you to pre-order. Wait before you pre-order Edge of Eternities. Make sure you know what you want's in the set.
Exactly. Right now, we don't know what's in the set.
There we go. Let's see. I'm trying to fix things. So there we go. And boop. Yeah. So yeah. Like, make sure there's something in the set. Like that Tezzeret, if that's worth it to you to pre-order, go for it. That Tezzeret, to me, is banger. Some people are saying it's not that amazing, but come on. He's a 3-mana tutor for an artifact that costs 1 or less. That's pretty strong in Cube. That's pretty strong in Commander. That's pretty strong in Modern, maybe. I say maybe because I'm not sure how strong the deck is with Tezzeret yet. But it seems pretty good for Affinity, Artifact Affinity. Yeah. Shocklands, baby. That's right. We're getting Shocklands in Edge of Eternities, which is awesome.
Yep.
Drop those prices. Drop them prices. Drop them prices. Let's get some cheap Shocklands, yo. Cheap Shocklands. Whoa.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome being able to play the Shocklands again. In Standard.
Oh, yeah. In Standard, get some of that haste integer. Now, I do not know if they're spoiling all if they're going to have all 10 Shocklands in the set or just 5. I honestly do not know. I hope all 10, but they spoiled 5.
I heard only half of them.
Right.
Then we get the other half, we'll then release another in-universe set.
Right.
I do not agree with that just because of the simple fact we still got 2 more universes beyond sets to go through before we do another in-universe set.
Right. Dawson says 5 lands. Yep. 5 Shocklands, which is still pretty cool. Drop them prices, yo. We could always use more Shocklands. I can use Shocklands in my Dragons deck. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I can use more Shocklands in other decks.
Yep, I could use some Egger Markov deck.
Mm-hmm. Like I could use Shocklands for my giveaway deck. Oh yeah, a giveaway deck for when we reach 1,000 subscribers. We're giving away a Commander deck, playmat, possibly a mug with it, and in a deck box and sleeved in special Tortoise sleeves. It'd be awesome to have an upgraded deck. Bracket it. It's a bracket 2 deck at the moment, but it plays like a bracket 3. But it's pretty cool. But then with Edge of Eternities, which I'm excited for, comes out in my birth month. For that, I'm hoping it goes well. Hoping to have a real with that set. It's looking good. I can't wait to see more spoilers. They're spacecrafts, which have like crewing, but instead of tapping a creature to crew it for a turn, you have to tap X amount of creatures to build up the counters on it, charge counters on it. Once it reaches the amount of charge counters, it stays a creature, and that's pretty cool.
Yep. I mean, that is going to be interesting.
Which brings up the rules changes. Yeah, there's rule changes if you guys are out in the wild and not aware of it, but they changed the commander rule. That's going to change when Edge of Eternities comes out, where you can run vehicles and spacecrafts as your commander. in Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
It's gonna be nuts. So you will be able to take your favorite legendary vehicle or legendary spacecraft and play it in Commander as your commander. It seems like a fun idea. It doesn't seem like it'll break the system because, like, you're gonna play a spell and you have to activate it to be a creature for it to attack. So it doesn't seem like it'll break the format. You know?
I mean, if you want to take a look at the spoilers real quick, because it ain't much yet. Spoilers says they ain't started yet. So there is just a few teaser spoilers that they have done. If you want to take a look at that, we can.
It sounds like Killblade's hinting that we should look at these spoilers. I only got 3 spoilers on my side, so I don't know where to look that up right now. Oh, you got them up. All right.
I'm ahead of you. All right. Here's one card, Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. I'm waiting for it to be busted. Right now, it's a meh.
Yeah.
And then
I think Tezzeret's going to be more powerful than you think.
I believe so too, but I'm waiting for his abilities to be any good because -3 is search your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less.
Yes, that's pretty strong in older formats.
Yeah, older formats, yes, but in standard format, not really right now.
Right.
But here's that spacecraft Tortoise was just talking about. For 1 and 2 whites, it's a 5/5, but it's not a creature. Not a creature. Kind of works like your vehicles. Because let's say, and then for example, let's say you have this out on the battlefield. I know this next card is a commander card, but let's say it was not. All right, you tap this creature, and since it's a 2/5, it'll put 2 counters on your spacecraft.
Right.
And then once you get 7, then this turns into a creature. From my understanding, that's how the spacecraft works.
Right, you're slowly crewing a spacecraft. Yes,
exactly. But you're not going to not going to make it into a vehicle until, you're not going to be able to turn it on until you reach the requirements.
Yes.
And this one right here, it's a commander card, Genesis Shepherd. I ain't going to say that first part of it. And
Super Void, or are you talking about Zero?
Zyril, Genesis Shepherd.
Yeah.
It's 2/5 legendary creature. It's going to be your commander card because of the symbol right here. And allows you to play lands from your graveyard.
Yeah.
And whenever you sacrifice another non-token permanent during your turn, put a number of 1/1 counters equal to this creature's power on up to another target creature. That is awesome. Love that effect.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep. Then we got a card that I'm not too sure about, but it does have a good effect. 4 mana, legendary enchantment. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent chooses a creature they control and exiles it. Your opponent has to choose a creature that they control. The only downside is they get to choose the creature that they exile. At your beginning of your end step, if a player controls no creatures, sacrifice this and then put a creature card exile with it onto the battlefield under your control with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it. The more I read this, the more I like it because you have to wait for your opponent to lose all the creatures before you can activate this enchantment's effect.
Right. So you can cast this and cast a board wipe and get a free creature.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad. Not bad ability at all. And you can just, kill your creature, the aristocrat deck, automatically make your opponent sacrifice their creatures too.
All right. Now scroll down. There we go.
Then we got Semi Ship's Engineer. very good for artifact deck, I do believe. 2 in Boros. At the beginning of your end step, if you throw 2 or more tapped creatures, you can make a tap 2/2 artifact creature token.
Robot artifact creature token.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, Kilgo of PG Mind is the other secondary commander card. Yeah, these are secondary commanders. They're not the face commanders of the commander decks. Because they did state that the 3/3 with haste, when it becomes tapped, you get to proliferate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that is good.
I know. It should have been the Traxa colors. It has red in it. Nasty.
Yep. Then we got all 5 shocklands.
Yeah,
Jolly Shrine, Breeding Pool, Stomping Ground, Warrior Grave, and Sacred Foundry.
Mm-hmm.
These down here is Final Fantasy. We don't need to look at no Final Fantasy.
Uh-huh. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, that's all they've given us so far.
Right. And like the Shocklands are pretty cool.
Yep.
I can't wait to see more of the set spoiled, like the creature types and everything spoiled and everything. Can't wait. Can't wait. And like other things we can't wait for this particular part.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG 3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG 3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Hey everybody, guess what time of day it is? This is the time of day of the show where we get the shill for the thrill because we want to kill those awesome times because we're awesome. I had to think about what I was saying, because I was rhyming and but anyways, it is time to shill off our channels and whatnot, and we're gonna start shilling off with KJ Cowboy Dan.
Hey, howdy, hey, y'all. So, got some news. As people have been wondering about my cryptic messages about leaving the jar and a few other things, we are getting closer to having the new avatar. Now, there has been, I have been backing away from certain aspects of the collaboration communities, but there have also been some things that's made me a little salty in the community, but I'm not leaving streaming. It's I need to clear this up. All right. So we're getting very close to getting my new avatar and also a bunch of new content and a few people that I'm going to be collaborating with, some of which will be bringing a little edge to my content in particular and taking away from some of the edge that I've been bringing in other places. Particularly starting soon, we are going to be having the new Two Heads One Mic podcast, which will be which will have our new co-host Scuba Chew, and I'll be doing a conspiracy theory show starting up soon as well with GI Bag. We're going to be kicking that off with games that revolve around conspiracy theories with me and GI Bag. Watch that for the gaming aspect to start this Sunday. And also, we got a big show planned for this weekend. We got not this weekend, this Wednesday. Jesse and I have a publisher from Brazil who is going to come on the show and talk to us about publishing our fan works. And if you get a chance, please give that a watch.
Give it a watch for sure. Check it out. Yeah, that's right. Get down and check it out. Xavier, what's up? We're doing good. All right.
Oh.
We're going to roll over from KJ over to MTG Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. I got 2 things going on today. 2 o'clock this afternoon. If you play Standard, you play Arena. You want a game against me, then, play a game against me live on Arena. Come on by at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time this afternoon. And then later on tonight at 7 o'clock, there will be I'm going to fire up a Commander game. If you play Commander, you want to play the Commander, then all you got to do for that is just holler at me on the Discord. Or if you can't get a hold of me on Discord, there's another person that you can get a hold of that will contact me and let me know that you want to play, and that is Super Fast Tortoise. So just let me or Tortoise know that you want to play the game, and we'll fire it up, and that'll start at 7. The game will start at 7 o'clock. The invites will go out between 6 and 6:30. So if you want to play, let me know. And this is all Central Standard Time, everybody.
That's right. Check it out. Check it out. So yeah, everybody, this has been Super Fast Tortoise and crew. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing, doing all the fun jazz. But remember, if you're a content creator who's a part of the channel, part of the Discord and everything, subscribed and everything, and want your advertisement advertised on my channel during Commander nights, get a hold of me. I need all I really require is a square format advertisement, probably like 4x4 inches big, so I can put it into my little slideshow so you can get advertised on my show when you are not around. Right. So check it out. This is for people who want to, because I'm not going to do it for you. I'm not going to make your advertisement for you. I want you to make it yourself. If you want to, just get a hold of me. We can talk about it. All that fun jazz, right? Mm-hmm. Like Hillbilly has a spot on the show, on the channel. If KJ wants a spot on the channel, just reach out to me, make your little advertising piece, all that fun jazz. And everybody else who wants to, knock yourself out. Come on. Come on. I'm trying something new. I'm trying something different. And it's because we're growing. I'm trying to build up the channel, and I'm trying to build up everybody else's channel at the same time. That's one of our major goals here. And with that, I want to thank you for everybody showing up. Hillbilly, KJ, Cowboy, Dan, thank you for being here. Everybody in chat, you rock, you roll. Thank you for being here, being amazing. Yes, you rock, you rule. And with that, I want to thank you, my channel members and subscribers, for keeping the show going and growing. And with that, we're going to hit this part of the day where I remind you that you are loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say something or do something to brighten someone's day. Say something positive, because you might be the change you need. And with that, my friends, we're going to get to that sweet, sweet outro.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.